Hello, it's Naria from Naria's Pilates, and today I'm going to go through a mat workout. So I'm going to start off seated. Before you do this exercise, before you do the little workout, just try and maybe watch one of the other videos for a warm-up so you're not just going at it cold. Okay, so we're going to start off with some rotations. So feet are out in front. Now if you tighten your hamstrings or you tighten your back, you might want to sit on a block. So this sometimes helps and just tilts the pelvis forwards. So you can sit up like so. Now again, if you tighten your back or you're restricted in your shoulders in any way or your neck, level 1, hands together, palms in line with the breastbone because we're going to rotate. If you want a little bit more, the hands are behind the head, relaxing the shoulders, taking a deep breath in to prepare. So I'm going to start level 1 and I'll show you what we're going to do. Inhale, exhale, rotate, round. Inhale, back to centre. Exhale, engage your core, round. So it's a nice basic rotation. The hips stay nice and still. If you find your feet are doing this, then it means your hips are getting involved, and we want to try and avoid that. So as you rotate, if you feel like it's restricted, then don't then adapt and do that. Keep it at that position. Inhale, come back. Just from the side, have a little look as well, is as you rotate, don't lean back. So you want to keep it in that middle position. As you exhale, if you've got your hands behind the head, the elbows are away and we're not like this. Also thinking about letting the torso or the thorax sit over the pelvis rather than this position. So as you're coming up, try not to hyperextend, okay? So you're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, engage your core. If you find that you start at level 2 and it then becomes a little bit difficult, then you've always got the option to drop it back to level 1. And vice versa, if you find that you start at level 1, you think actually I could go a little bit further, you could then move it up to level 2. It's not set in stone. As your body fatigues, you must adapt. Breathing out, inhale back to centre, exhale away from centre. We'll do one more each side. Engage. Inhale, exhale, inhale, gently relax. So we're going to just gently work out the hips. So you're going to take the right leg in front, take the left leg on top, try and get those knees to meet. So there's a couple of stretches that are similar to this. One of them is like this, which works on the outside of the thigh. This is more working into the hip joint. So we want to really think about getting those knees to join up, and it's a rotatory movement, so stretching right into the groin and the hip, keeping the body up. If you can, your bottom leg bends around. Now if you end off where you're like this, then you need to go back to level 1. The aim is to try and have both hips, or your bum muscles, so your bum, on the mat. So if you lift it like this, then you really either need to work on keeping that hip down, or you need to drop it to level 1. And you're just sitting here and trying to bring that foot a bit closer, keeping the knees joined up, relaxing the shoulders, breathe in. If you want a little bit more, you're bringing the weight forwards again. Those hips stay there, so you're not leaning forwards from the hips and lifting the hips. You're leaving the hips behind. Do a couple of breaths here. And as you exhale, each time just let it sink a little bit deeper. Try and take some of the resistance away. Lovely, and release, and we'll swap it over. So you take the left leg out now, right leg joins up. So remember, if this is the level for you, then you stay there, and you just stay there until you can each time let it sink down a little bit further, so you don't have to be going to that next level if it's not for you. If you do want a little bit more, then obviously don't sit there thinking, oh, this is really comfy, but you don't want to progress. Think about challenging your body where it needs it, but then also maintaining that balance. So if you feel like it's too much, you drop it back, okay? So again, keeping those hips nice and still, trying to get the knees joined up. If you can, you bring the weight forwards, but those hips stay behind. So you just going to do a few breaths here. Exhale, lifting the pelvic floor. Every time we breathe out, just try and engage the core. Every time we're breathing in, we're working it to the side and back of the ribs. One more breath. And then gently release. So we're going to come down onto the side. So if we're lying on the right side, we're going to do a little bit of side work. Try and keep yourself just sit in the frame. So looking down, toes are visible, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders are stacked, one on top of the other. We're going to lift the top leg, so that's your left leg. You're going to just try and keep the weight out of the waist. So what I mean by that is trying to just push all of the weight down through the torso. If you need to, you can have the fingertips in front for balance. If you want to challenge, the hand comes on the thigh. So you're going to exhale and kick forwards. You're going to inhale and flex the ankle and bring it back. So when you're kicking forwards, you want to imagine everything above the waist is in stone, so you can't move it can't move at all. And what I mean by that is, as you kick forwards, you're not doing this, okay? If that's happening and your upper body's counterbalancing, then just make it a little bit smaller. So you're breathing out, kick, inhale, bring it back. It stays in line with the hip. Exhale, kick, inhale, bring it back. And everything is nice and still, balanced, controlled. 2 more. Okay, top leg stays there. You're going to bring the bottom leg to meet it. Inhale, lower. So that top leg stays there. Exhale, inhale. The trick is to keep that bottom knee as straight as possible, okay? So you don't want this. Your knee has to be straight, so you work on the inner thigh. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 4 more. Again, keeping everything above the waist still and controlled. Last one. And release. Okay, give it a little rub. And I'm going to roll over onto the back. Okay, so feet facing away. Ankles, knees, hips in alignment. Block. In here. Starting off in neutral. So when you've got a neutral position, your pelvis should be nice and flat. A little bit of a curve in the base of the spine. And all the ribs are on the mat. Toes are facing away. So sometimes you find that your feet go really far apart or really close together. We want them to be directly in line with the knees and the hips, okay? So taking a deep breath in. Then you're going to exhale and just gently tilt the pelvis, lower the back, the lower back's coming onto the mat, and you're gently peeling each vertebra one at a time off the mat. You're going to inhale at the top, and then you're going to exhale and engage the core, gently replacing one vertebra at a time. Breathing out, through imprint and back into neutral. So we're going to do 3 more like this, and then I've got an option for progression. So shoulder bridge is a really, really great exercise for so many reasons. Mobility of the spine. You're also activating your posterior chain, so all of the muscles in the back part of your body. So your hamstrings, your calves, your glutes, all the spinal muscles, the extensors, they're all working, but it's all about the control. We'll do 1 more. Your core is engaged, so you're breathing out for the whole of the roll up as you're peeling it off the vertebra, off the mat, and then exhale and replace 1 vertebra at a time. Now, if you want, stay there. If you want a little bit more, you come up. Those hips have to stay level, so when you exhale, peel, replace, peel, replace. Those hips haven't dropped, okay? Inhale and then exhale and come back down. So we're going to do 3 more of those. Inhale, exhale, engaging the core, 1 vertebra at a time. So those hips stay lifted, so you exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I'll show you what you need to be watching out for. So when you're coming up, okay, if you lift the leg and this happens, then you either have to really work on extending or you just stay with that previous level, okay? So you're making sure that those hips stay level when you lift, replace, and exhale down. We're going to do 1 more. Inhale, exhale. inhale, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale. Gently hug the knees in and rock side to side. Take the knees around in one direction and change direction. Okay, we're going to roll over at the opposite side. Should be your left side facing me. So, just be a little bit higher. You're going to be able to see all of my feet. But essentially, toes are visible, ankles, knees, hips, or shoulders are stacked. If you need it, fingertips are in front. If you want a bit more, hands on the thigh. Lift the top leg in line with the hip. Exhale, kick it forward. Inhale, bringing it back. Again, just watching out for those hips and the shoulders. So the shoulders aren't joining in, they're staying nice and steady. You're breathing out, kick. Inhale, bring it back. You might find that this side's easier, or you might find it's a little bit more challenging. It's just adapting the movement and the amount of effort you're putting in. So again, like if you find that it's really tough, then you need to change it so that you're not kicking as far. If it's feeling a little bit easier, then start to think about, if you've got the fingers in front, can you take the hand on the thigh? 2 more. So it's just making sure that you're getting the most out of the exercise. Exhale. It's going to stay in line with the hip now. You're going to exhale and bring that bottom leg up, and then inhale and lower. So you're engaging the core. Exhale, inhale. Everything above the waist is nice and still. And again, one side's normally a little bit stronger. This one for me is not so good, but that's normal. So you're breathing out, lift, inhale and lower. Engage. 4 more. Working right into the inner thigh. Great for pelvic strength and stability. Last one. And then the top leg, give a little rub. Okay. Right, so we're all done. It's a nice routine, working primarily around some of the hip stability, mobility, stretching. It's really great just to work on different levels, challenging yourself, but make sure that you keep it within your sort of level. So I'm hoping that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.